So what it is, so basically it's £8,000, and for £8,000 you are basically going to be my apprentice for the full year. Okay, not only am I going to show you the gym, but I'm going to show you life lessons. You need to be willing to become a Christian. And, I've been manifesting it in my head. And so basically, like, the way I see this happening is, let's just say you're Jimmy and you buy my course. Yeah, the way I see this going down is I turn up at your house every day. Jimbo. All right, your mum, let's say your mum's called Sue, single mother. I go in, mate. How's Jim? Sue, he's all right. All this. How's he getting on, Joe? He's doing all right. He's doing all right. He's sticking to his programme, Sue. And, I'm just there to make sure he's all right. And Sue's like, go and grab him. And I'm like, you sure, Sue? Yeah. He's like, you don't need to take your shoes off, mate. You've been here 200 times before, mate. Get straight up. So I'll go on into Jimmy's room. I'll sort Jimmy out. Come back down. Sue's making us a cup of tea and all that. She's all right. I am going to get on with your mother. I'm like, he's all right, Sue. He's sticking to his programme. We've had decent development on his biceps. His triceps are coming along. And I'm just, look, Sue, I'm not going to lie to you. He's been a bitch about training legs. And Sue's like, I knew he would, Joe. I knew. I said, you know what? Leave it with me, Sue. And Sue's not been around men for quite a while, you know what I mean? She's just been looking after Jimmy and that. So, I'm coming in full of testosterone every day, dragging Jimmy out of bed. She's glad to see a bit of help, and I really am helping her son for the small fee of £8,000. Sue's took a real shine to me at this point. Sue's took a real shine to me, basically, and, we're going on and we're talking about which direction Jimmy's going to go, like, do you know what I mean? And she's pitching in, I want him to become an electrician, I want him to have a trade, Sue, relax, he's in safe hands with me. Have I got a trade? No. Look how I've turned out. A real G. And it's going to take a bit of time to persuade her, but soon she'll know, so yeah, she's not touchy-feely, but, she is close. She's getting closer. Every time I come around, she's getting closer. And it's getting to that point where, do I say something? I can't say anything because I've got £8,000 on the line here. Do you know what I mean? And his son's all right. But, it's... I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Like, listen, you put it into perspective. I'm turning up at 6 o'clock in the morning every day. So she's always in a dressing gown. And she's always tanned. Look, I'm not saying anything. I don't want this to get weird or anything, but she's all right. Right. So, I'm taking Jimmy to the gym. There and back, no messing. Pro hardcore sessions, lad. And, she's always there, lad. And I just don't know what it is, mate. She doesn't work. She doesn't leave the house. She's always, like, perfumed up to flip, mate. And I don't know why she fakes hands, but she's faked hand me. And I can't. Forgive me, Lord, because the things that are going through my head, they don't fall in line with me meeting a nice farmer's wife this year. But Susie is, I don't know what to say. I can't. It's tight on Jimmy anyway. The kids paid me £8,000 and we're training together, lad. But I don't know what to do. You know what it is, though, innit? With those like natural-bodied, I wouldn't say worn-out housewives. I wouldn't say that at all. But you know what I mean? Like, no work done, just proper natural, just good-hearted woman. I'm gonna have to say something to Jimmy. I'm 200 days into this flipping personal training course. He's gonna have to know. He's gonna have to know. I'm gonna have to come clean, lad. I've goosed you so far. Listen, mate. Tell Jimmy, as soon as you get in that car, looking dead in the eyes, like a man, say, Jimmy, lad, I'm not gonna move in or out. I just want you to know, Daddy's home, and he's here to stay. Jackpot.